two teams right now looking prime for the NCAA tournament, and two teams that have been historically through the years in the SEC. The Georgia Bulldogs, winners of 2 in a row, taking on top 25 Vanderbilt here in the Music City. Everybody's trying to get closer to the month of March, playing some of your best basketball. This will be a major statement for one of these teams tonight.
Mike, again, for Vanderbilt, they get a chance to have a home game. You got to try to protect home court. Both of these teams are playing for seeding in the NCAA tournament at this point right now.
Surreal wins the tap for the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia in black, Vandy in white, is an absolute warrior down low. First turnover of the game, and here comes Georgia on the attack. Millender leaves it off to the cutter, and missing the slam dunk was Surreal. He leads the SEC with 71 slams on the year.
Georgia wants to get out and play fast. They're at their best with fast break points and push the ball in transition.
There's the first three and the first make for Tyler Tanner, who shoots him at a 37% clip. Rebound out to Millender, deep three, back iron, and a rebound in traffic by Jalen Washington, who's been such a great pickup, the transfer from North Carolina. McLaughlin working the block, whip pass into the corner, a wide open three, got it. And also a victory at the big dance. Then he gets the Vanderbilt job, has to do kind of a speed dating roster acquisition type of process, but he already has made a major impact as the X factor we just talked about, Blue Kane, gets the driving layup. A 4-point lead for the Commodores. Millender, deep three on the way, left it short. Another offensive rebound for Georgia. Kane pulls the trigger, he hits it, and Blue Kane continues to ignite. Left-handed drive, return to sender, big time block by Washington. Here come the Commodores in transition. Washington, a block on one end and a deuce on the other.
Rim protection right here is something that's been a big premium for Vanderbilt this year. Watch the big time block. You see here again a big time finish by Washington at the basket.
In the lane, Miles leaves it off. They work it around to Tanner. Back out to Miles, who takes the drive, throws it high off the glass. A beautiful kiss to give Vanderbilt a 9-point lead.
Duke Miles, great shot fake. Great job getting downhill, really big time finish. Something he's done very well all season long, scoring at the rim.
Coach Byington was quick to point out to us today. Tanner gets a flat screen by McLaughlin. That is a logo three on the way, and good for Duke Miles.
That's a zone buster right there. You see Georgia going back in the zone right there, and Duke Miles taking advantage of it right off the bat.
Kane leaves it off for Dylan James, and the high dunking Georgia Bulldogs now have 168 slams on the year. And of course they got a guy who comes off the bench who is the son of one of the best dunkers of all time, the son of Dominique Wilkins, Jake Wilkins, as McLaughlin gets some candy down low. Here's Catchings. Up and under move. That's a tough shot, and he gets it to go. Feeling it, and that time missing it was Duke Miles. Ahead of Pat Catchings, and an easy deuce for Georgia to pull within 6. A rare late clock situation for Georgia. Tough shot off the mark. Surreal had it. He falls out of bounds. Here comes Tanner. Numbers for the Commodores. Nickel misfires again. He's now 0 for 3.
Got a great look there in transition.
And a missed dunk that time by Washington. Gone chilly here from behind the arc. Georgia's now 1 for 7 from downtown. That guy rarely is chilly at all. Tyler Tanner.
Rebounding down. They're able to get out and play fast in transition. You see Tanner here with the change of pace. Big time finish at the rim. He's also a guy, and this team again in transition, they share the basketball as well as any team in the country with the one more pass.
10-point lead for the Commodores. In the corner, that's a three, and that's a make. Okereke from downtown, he shoots 38%. Mike White wants a timeout. Down low, McLaughlin, beautiful action by Vanderbilt. Millender stops on a dime, goes up top to Wilkins, who lost his footing and coughed it up. Numbers for the Commodores, weaving, firing, and Blue Kane's going to get a goaltend.
You know, Mike, this is that small lineup right now for Georgia where they can kind of switch everything. They got the big kid absence inside there a little bit, but they can switch everything on the perimeter 1 through 4.
Great backdoor cut. Another late clock situation. Shot clock under 5 and a turnover. Tanner on a steal. Tanner, no. McLaughlin, yes. Tyler Tanner has 67 steals on the year.
Vanderbilt playing great defense tonight. Tanner, great job anticipating it in the passing lane. Great finish. You see McLaughlin stays with the play and finishes around the basket. Elite level defense tonight by Vanderbilt. Great job tonight keeping Georgia out of the paint. And you alluded to the fact that they're a great steal team between Miles and Tanner with steals, they're one of the best in the country.
Catchings, got it. Nice mid-range game on display by Cannon Catchings. This guy needs to heat up for sure. Wilkinson hanging, firing, and a circus shot off the top of the backboard. It drops through. Commodores with 20 points in the paint and a turnover right into the hands of Jordan Ross, who just entered the game. Wilkinson delivers from downtown.
Spurt ability for Vanderbilt. Georgia also has the same kind of spurt ability as well.
Inside, throwing up a prayer and drawing the foul is Jalen Washington.
Knowing recruiting a lot of times your best ambassadors are your current players.
Kane with an alley-oop to Surreal.
So Surreal, you see Blue Kane attacking here. He's an airspace guy above the rim. Big time elite dunker in all of college basketball. Great finish.
Miles puts it on the deck on Millender, takes it all the way. And somehow I thought he lost the ball and then caught it midair and then threw it off the glass. With 5. Millender with 3. Millender draws the foul with just 2.9 on the shot clock and 6 seconds remaining.
Kind of almost hooked him a little bit there. Kind of got away with that one there, but nevertheless, he gets a chance to get to the foul line for 2 and get a chance to draw the Bulldogs a little closer.
Into the hands of Okereke. Okereke driving, firing, missed it, and that is how the first half will come to a close. These two teams met in the regular season finale last year at Stegman Coliseum in Athens. Georgia really needed a win to feel comfortable about getting to the tournament. They won that game. Both teams went to the tournament and grabs the carom. Here comes Nickel. Whips it over to Okereke. Inside, layup is good. A beautiful weaving take by Jalen Washington. Three ball is knocked down. Stagg with the triple.
Getting into the paint. Paint touch threes.
Stagg has been a different player the last 4 or 5 games. One and one on the other end. Jalen Washington takes it strong.
You see really good passing here. Again, great finish by Washington at the rim against one of the elite rim protectors in all of college basketball. It's Surreal.
Hounded by Tanner. Tanner is just like a gnat in your face constantly. Catchings on a 3 and it spins down. 4-point game. Nickel's been quiet in this game tonight. Georgia's really bottled him up well. Rejection. Surreal.
One of the best in the country. You see Surreal here protecting the rim. One of the best shot blockers in the
3 on the timer. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Commodores. That's Georgia's Achilles heel all year long. Nickel got it. Not going to keep him down for long. His first field goal of the night.
Keeping them off the glass is something that Georgia struggled with throughout the course of the season. You don't want Nichols to get started and get hot.
Alley-oop. And Surreal got hammered. And he'll go to the line for 2.
The hardest part for coaches is when you have to implement those guys back into the lineup and get them back into what you're doing.
That last foul was the 3rd on Surreal, and he still contested the shot by Tanner, but it didn't matter. Tanner, at his size, the ability to finish is amazing.
He's a great shot layup maker. You talk about layup makers. He's a big-time guy finishing at the rim.
Wilkinson rattles home a 3. Ahead to Okereke. Back to Nickel on a three. And Nickel just a little bit off, but there's McLaughlin. Offensive rebound, and he's pushed from behind. An easy call for Chuck Jones. The foul will be the third against Georgia. There's a certain skill in rebounding. It's not all size, and McLaughlin has that skill. This has a nose for the basketball, and he gets it down low. He's got a nose for an easy layup as well. Runs into a brick wall and leaves it off for Okereke. Back out Miles on a triple. Yes. 10-point lead for the Commodores. Wilkinson. Heat check three, splashes the triple, and it's back to a 7-point game.
Did a great job on the possession before that, getting downhill, creating a scoring opportunity, but really good job being aggressive.
13 now for Wilkinson, and Miles says, I got 3 for you. Drive, lay in, yes, beautiful take by Jordan Ross. Muscling his way in, now leaving it off Washington. Mid-range jumper is good. He's got that in his bag, Jalen Washington.
Yeah, Washington's one of those versatile forwards that can stretch the floor. He can shoot it out to three-point range as well.
Another heat check by Wilkinson, and look out, Vanderbilt. Here comes number 5 in black coming right at you. Ross finds a cutting Surreal. Surreal, the pivot, the hook shot, good. Scored the first 5 points for Georgia, has not scored since. Looks like he wants a shot here. He's hunting. Runs into a brick wall and then somehow gets it to go. It looked like he was dead in his tracks.
Kane showing some great patience right here. Good footwork, great step through, really good finish at the rim by Blue Kane. Gonna need more of that down the stretch here, with Blue Kane really having an impact on this ball game.
3 ball. And Wilkinson missed it. Offensive rebound. Out to Kane. 3. Yes! We're tied at 62.
Kane, X-Factor tonight. Really good find there by Ross. Great shot fake. Right into a shot. Big time 3. But Blue Kane. Really good pass by Ross.
Georgia is on a 10-0 run.
No one's going to play a perfect game.
That's right.
You got to play on.
Let me ask you, as a coach, would you like to see the NBA rule where you can challenge a foul or no call on a foul on the shot?
Well, I think, Mike, now you get into really, talking about time. These games will really be long games.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Tough shot. A teardrop by Tyler Tanner, and Vanderbilt back up. Kane on the drive. Kane missed it. Offensive rebound and stick back by Dylan James. Two at the time NCAA tournament teams, Georgia and Vanderbilt. Strong take and the bucket. Hanging, firing, and kissing it off the glass is Okereke.
Really good job, Okereke getting downhill.
Beautiful move and a great pump fake by Jordan Ross. He buys a pair of free throws. Tanner guarded by Ross. Now a switch on the screen. Downhill inside McLaughlin.
He created for himself and created for his teammates. He was outstanding that day.
Lead up to 4. Catchings on a rising fire triple. Nice tightrope back that time by Okereke. Nickel drive and toss. Hoop in the horn for Tyler Nickel.
It's a high-level play here by Nickel, showing that he's more than just a three-point shooter. Over 75% of his shots come from 3. So when he's putting on the deck, getting to the rim, and finishing at a high level, that's a great.
Those are teams I grew up on as a kid watching basketball. Fun times. Down low to McLaughlin. Georgia has been knocking on the door. A couple of golden opportunities missed. This guy hasn't missed many, and he won't miss that one. Another 3-ball splashed home by Wilkinson. Flirts with a tie or even its first lead. Vanderbilt comes right back. Wilkinson. The bump and the bucket. Nickel this time passed up the 3, tried to jam it. Wilkinson, as a foul before the bucket. It got so loud in here you couldn't hear the whistle from Don Daly. Goes up top. Pump fake, shot up. Yes, a three-point opportunity for Okereke. Millender missiles one down low, and a hack job by McLaughlin, but that's not a bad foul because Surreal struggles at the line.
Your pickup point on defense is really important right now for Miles. You don't need to guard him way out there.
Miles downhill. Miles got it to go.
That's what happens, Mike, when your pickup point.
Tanner rarely makes a mistake. Throws it right in the nickel.
You got a foul.
And again, precious seconds ticking away. The Commodores will improve to 9-6 in SEC play. Your final from Nashville. Vandy, 88. Georgia, 80. McLaughlin with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Tyler Tanner closing it out.